Hello everybody, welcome to my deck list. After I made the Maxi challenge video, I had a lot of people asking me to post an updated deck list, so here it is. That first deck list was just kind of like, it was like the first hour of the game. So uh, it wasn't really optimized or anything. It was just something I put together really fast, especially after not playing Modern Yu-Gi-Oh for a really long time. But it all came back pretty quick. I've been playing Six Samurai for 10 plus years. Um, in my local community, I was pretty known, and I was a Six Samurai guy, and I like to say I'm pretty good with this deck. I just got the platinum with this deck, and I'm gonna show my deck to you guys. And something I have to say right now is, regardless of what staples you play or whatever, you really should be only playing Six Samurai one way, and that is to summon number 86 Heroic Champion Rongo Miniad, or as I like to call him, Rongo Bongo. Now, when I was playing the deck, the first thing I actually did when I went into this game was I hit the text search here and I was like, man, I wonder if Bamboozle and Gossip Shell is the game. But I didn't really quite remember his name, so I was like typing in like gossiping shadow and like when it showed up, so I was like, oh, I guess he's banned because if I don't know if the viewers know, but in the TCG, gossiping shadow is actually banned, I think. And they banned it for good reason because decks like a lot of decks were abusing Rango Miniad, and the main way Six Samurai did it was using this card, and like this card was just pretty good, so like it ended up getting banned, which made it so that like you couldn't really play this card in Six Samurai anymore. But I legitimately think the best version of Six Samurai ever in the TCG, even more so than Triple Gateway, whatever, was this Rongo Miniad list. Because I don't know if you guys know what this card does. Let me explain to you what this card does. If it has 5 materials, you get 5 effects. Now, the first 2 effects don't really matter. But the 3, 4, and 5 effect, those ones matter. The third effect makes them unaffected by card effects. The 4 effect makes it so your opponent cannot normal or special summon monsters. Yeah, you heard that correct. And the 5th effect is you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Now I'm going to show you guys an example video that shows a pretty good example of my deck and just this card. And you're going to see what I mean. Like, this card, it's pretty funny. And I'll show you what you have to do to make it and everything. So like, have you noticed, like, most Six Samurai decks, they're playing Materia Beast? When you're playing Rongo Bongo, you kind of don't need Materia Beast. Because, like, the only thing that really deals with Rongo Miniad, because since he's unaffected by card effects, are cards like Herald of the Abyss. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, Herald of the Abyss, Share the Pain. Cards that don't necessarily have effects, they kind of just affect the game state. They don't affect like the cards or anything like that. Are really the only way that you can deal with Rongo Miniad, and no one's really playing fucking Share the Pain or All the Abyss. So most people are not gonna have an answer for this guy. You make this guy, chances are you're gonna win. The opponent's not gonna be able to do anything. So yeah, because of that, you don't really need to play Materia Beast, so I'm not playing Squire. A lot of Six Samurai players that play Squire because they want to make Materia Beast. I fucking hate Squire. As much as I love the Materia Beast, fucking Squire is such a bad card. Holy moly. Drawing him is so bad. I hate bricking. I've been playing this deck for like 12 years, guys. Like, if there's something I hate more about Six Sams, is bricking, which is why I'm playing stuff like Horn of the Unicorn. I don't know if you guys noticed that yet. It's a nice little, just a nice little tick of mine. That's a nice little sexy tick. Yeah, but yeah, I just do not like bricking. So once I realized how to, you were supposed to spell this guy's name, and he was actually not banned, immediately I made a heroic champion build. As for the rest of the deck, like Trishula, Appaloosa, like none of this really matters. Like, you're just making Rongo Bongo. The rest, like, all you need are your combo pieces. So Isol and Shogun. and then Gossiping Shadow, and then Rango Miniad. The rest of the deck does not matter. Play it however you want. Oh, and Saryuja's important too. You should get a Saryuja. But the rest of the deck does not matter. You literally just do whatever you want with the rest of the extra deck, I should say. And as long as your main deck can make Rongo Miniad, you're good. Like, you're not gonna. If you can make this card, you're gonna win. Like, there's no counterplay. You're going to win. Well, I shouldn't say there's no counterplay. There's very little counterplay. There's a 99% chance you're gonna win. So yeah, I play one Fuma because you're not really synchroing in the deck. But Trishula is one of my favorite synchros, and sometimes I want to make it. And also, like, Shien's my boy. I gotta make him sometimes. So one Fuma, it doesn't hurt, especially if you need to bring something out with dojo. If like they hand trap you or something like that, and you're like, holy shit, like they affect better my Kageki, but I had a dojo, so I'm bringing a Fuma or something. So yeah, one Fuma's fine. Fire Flint Lady. Fire Flint Lady is just nice. Like if you don't need to go, if you can't go into Saryuja, but you need to bring out your Shinai and Mizuho for like the infinite, or just making a Gossip Shadow, and you can't really get to Saryuja or something. This card's just really nice. In the past, I would play stuff like Shade Brigadine, that Phantom Knight card, because it was like a trap that played itself and it was a warrior. Or I played like I think Spell Striker. Is that his name? Or not Spell Striker? What's his name? That the fucking little level 3 guy where he banishes a spell and he plays himself. There's a warrior. He's here somewhere. But yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I would just play a bunch of warriors that could special summon themselves, because it's just like, it just not making your combo happen is just, this deck is just gonna lose. Like you need to get to your combo, it needs to happen, and this has been a nice addition lately in the recent years. I'm really glad this card was printed, so it's nice. Usually 2 is fine. I like 2. I played double Maxi. I think you should be, even in a common deck, you have to play staples. It doesn't matter what staples you play, just play staples. You need to be, especially like Maxi's a really strong staple. If you're going second, opponent's playing, and you open Maxi, most decks will special summon. Maybe like 1 or 2 you're not gonna really, Maxi's not gonna be that good against, but especially since the Master Duel Links format, the way it works is everything's a best of 1 on ranked. There's no side decking. It's not like a tournament. And most people are just going to be animals and just playing combo decks like I am. I feel like, at least in my experience. And because of that, I think Maxi is just going to be good in the main deck. Especially if you're going second. Because you can just draw a bunch of cards. And like even if they hand trap you, you have a bunch of cards. So it's like fine. Or most people will just not play under Maxi. They'll just end their turn, which is good for you as well. It's like this card's banned in the TCG for a reason. It's at 3 in the OCG, which is why it's at 3 in this game. But this card was banned for a reason. It's extremely broken. So I know Upstart Goblin is at 3 in the game. So if you want to play Upstart Goblin instead, because like Upstart Goblin is always available, I think Upstart Goblin is a good replacement for this. Triple Upstart, that's the Hoban, Patrick Hoban. Shoutouts to Patrick Hoban. I don't know if you guys know about that, but Triple Upstart, 37 card deck. So, you want to play Upstart instead of Maxi, play Upstart Goblin. Go ahead. I played double Kageki. A lot of lists play double Kageki, triple Kageki. A lot of lists play triple Kageki and triple Kizaru. That's fine. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary, so I just cut them down. Especially if you get your gateway combo going. Like, it doesn't matter if you make Isol or Shogun with your Shinai and Mizuho, because you're going to get them back once you get gateway going. So it's fine. And Kageki, Kizaru... Kageki's like a... It kind of sucks opening multiple Kagekis. I mean, it doesn't suck because you're just going to link them away, so it's fine. But Kageki's so susceptible to hand traps, and he's like... Your normal summon is very important in this deck. And if you don't open like a Kizan or a Grandmaster, and they like Veiler your Kageki, it's so bad. But, you can't Veiler a Shinai or Mizuho. I mean, you can, but I'm still gonna be able to summon them because they're inherent summons. You can't effect Veiler them. You can't permanence them. So, if I'm not playing triple Kageki, I'm not gonna play triple Kazaru. Triple Kazaru is also just bricky. Like I said, I hate bricking, so I play these guys at twos. The main combo pieces of this deck are Machina and Mizuho. They're also just good cards. They pop cards. They recycle cards. It's good. I play one Hatsume. Sometimes you summon Hatsume off of Isolde as a part of a different combo route. So I like having her there. She's nice. Whatever. It could be something else if you don't like Hatsume. It's just a preference, I guess. As long as you can just get to your combo, that's all that matters. Triple Kizan, self-explanatory. He's like the best, just free summon in the deck. Inherent summon, special summon and stuff. Can't go wrong with triple Kizan. Just play Kizan. I play one secret. Like I said, I play Hatsume, so I was like, fuck it, just play one secret. Again, you don't really have to play him. You just need to be able to make your Isolde and Shogun at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter how you do it. This is how I'm doing it. So yeah. Grandmaster. I'll see people who play multiple Grandmasters. I don't like playing multiple Grandmaster. I think it's pointless. Like, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 22 monsters in this deck. Like, I don't want to play more Grandmasters and just potentially brick even harder. Like, remember that golden rule. Anti-brick. So just, one Grandmaster's fine. I see also people playing Shogun. Bricky. Don't play that. I play Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. I think this card is super cool. So I really care about like things like alternate win conditions. Like to me, Maxi's an alternate win condition. Vanity's Emptiness. I don't even have to search it up. It's probably gonna be right here. Yeah, like Vanity's Emptiness is a card I was playing before. I've realized that this guy was in the game. I took it out now. Imperial Order, alternate win condition. Someone can fuck you up with hand traps, but like you max C them, you're right back in the game. You Imperial Order them, you emptiness them, you're right back in the game. So that's why I play stuff like another reason why I play stuff like Maxi. Mortal Phoenix Gearfried just falls under that rule set, but also another one, which is that like he's a warrior that you can just special summon. You special summon him by banishing an equip card. So it's something I don't want to play more than one of. But he's an alternate win condition. If I'm like going second and like I don't have combo, but I drew him, and like an equip, like I can play him and then like take the problem card from them, and then like start negating, and like he could potentially be like a comeback card. Because you're not always gonna be comboing, right? Like sometimes it's just not gonna happen, and you got to be able to like do other things. Maxi again, another alternate win condition. There's alternate win condition. Harpys Feather, Six Samurai don't like to play in the back row. It's kind of like, if they have the right traps, Six Samurai can't really play through traps that well. So, it really depends what the traps are, or like what the hand traps are. But like, usually good back row, like Torrential Tribute, gonna shit on the deck. Gonna shit on Six Samurai if you're going second. So I think Harpys Feather is actually mandatory. I think every Six Samurai player should be playing this card because it's really hard to play through back row. Which is kind of funny considering our boss monster negates spells and traps, but whatever. Rhoda, really good searcher. Play Rhoda. Self-explanatory. Triple Smoke Signal, really good searcher. Self-explanatory. Now, we get to my equips. I play Horn of the Unicorn because regardless of what this card is, it is not bricky. You're not playing it because you gain 700 attack and defense. You're playing it because when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can return it to the top of the deck. So let's say you draw this card and you opened 2 samurais that can play themselves. You play them. If you equip Horn of the Unicorn to one of the samurais, let's say you equip the Shinai, and you link away Shinai and Mizuho and you make Isolde, Horn of the Unicorn is going to put itself back in the deck, which will make it so that you can properly combo again with Isolde, which is nice. We're not trying to brick out here. We're trying to combo. Mumir Shield is the same thing. If I draw it, I can equip it to one of my monsters, link it away. It'll die. The effect will activate, pay 500 life points. It'll put itself back in the deck. And then I can summon Isolde, and I could send it back into the grave and summon a samurai. I haven't looked too much into, besides Horn of the Unicorn and Mumir Shield, if there's other cards that do this. But to my knowledge, I don't think there are any. So, Living Fossil's nice. You know, sometimes you draw a Living Fossil, and like, it's just kind of like a Monster Reborn almost. So like you can still combo. It's if you draw it, it's not so bad. Same thing with durendal. It can search a mizuho or a fire flint lady, which is really nice if you draw it. But again, you don't really want to draw your equips. You never want to draw your equips ever. They just should always be in the deck. So. Yeah, and that since they should always be in the deck, playing stuff like Horn of the Unicorn and Moon Mirror Shield is actually nice. Yeah, and again, the Six Samurais, you really want to get to that Search Gateway with Shogun and have other counter cards with it. So just maximize all copies of Dojo and United. I know United can't hold infinite counters like these two cards can, but if you play around with it, it's fine. Like if you just constantly remove two counters from here, while your like Link Monster and Gateway gains counters or something, while you're doing the infinite, like that works fine. You could do that, so it's not so bad. It's just a little more tedious, but it's fine. You want to open your counter cards, and sometimes you just want to draw. Sometimes you're just like, man, I wish I had one more warrior, one more kizan, one more fire flint lady or whatever, one more summon. If I had one more summon, I could pop off and beat this and combo, and this guy would just die. So, or just like maybe you'll draw like an alternate wing condition or something like this guy, or maybe you'll draw your Harpys Feather Duster. I don't know. Like it's like all variants at the end of the day, but I don't know. I like United. I like drawing into potential like win. But yeah, and then my last card is Called by the Grave. Yeah, negates hand traps, negates just problem cards in general. The good thing, I don't really like, a lot of the combo decks play Crossout Designator. That's might be fine for like better combo decks, but as we all know, which is why you're probably here, Six Samurai is not a very good deck. Well, I mean, historically, when they first made it, it was broken. But, after they limited Gateway, for most of this deck's history, it's not been a good deck. And a lot of people think it's bad. And it's not that bad. I still play the deck. I think the deck's very good. But the deck has flaws. The deck can be very inconsistent. The deck can be bricky. Which is why I don't like playing cards like Crossout Designator. Because, like, you have to play a bunch of hand traps with it, too. So, like, you're dedicating, like, 7 card slots or some shit crazy like that to just, like, hand traps and a spell that you're only ever going to need to use once. And if you draw multiples of it, you're like, oh. So, it's just bricky. And, like, I don't want, like I said, I don't want to brick. The last thing you want to do in Six Sam's is brick. And Call by the Grave is just 2 cards. It's fine. Potentially stop a hand trap, potentially use it as defense against something else. It's just a good overall card. There's a reason it's semi-limited. And, I already went over the extra deck. As long as you make your deck, the base of it, the core of it, to summon Rongo Miniat and Gossiping Shadow, use Gossiping Shadow's effect to attach it to this thing. It's going to have 6 materials. You're probably going to win. As long as your Samurai deck can do that, play whatever stables you want. I'm not going to question that. These are the stables I play. So, let's go over to the replays over here. Up here in the profile, that's what it is. Go to replays. I didn't save a lot of my replays. But the ones I did save are fine. I think this one's okay. Alright, so this is kind of like a weird example. So I opened 2 counter cards here, which is great. And I also opened Horn of the Unicorn, so you can see that interaction as well. So you can see I linked them away for Isolde. And then Isolde, Horn of the Unicorn activates, it's a mandatory effect. Isolde's optional effect, so channeling 2. And then they're gonna resolve. I'm gonna search Kageki because it's like fine. I already normal summon. Horny Unicorn back in the deck, and then you can mill your equips now, and then summon whatever you gotta summon. And so yeah, so like I got lucky there. I drew gate. I needed to draw something good there. I didn't want to like keep the counter cards like that, so I drew with United, and I ended up drawing Gateway, and it just worked out. See, like it's like I said, sometimes you just need a draw. So I like playing United. I know some Six Samurai players don't play United. They only play Dojo because they're strictly just combo. They don't care about anything else. But I don't know. I like United. Especially I have my Turbo Pack Uniteds in real life, so it's a little bit. And from here, like you guys, it's self-explanatory. You guys know what happened now. So I'm gonna make Saryuja because I need a way to bring the Shinai Mizuho out. Because I already normal summon. So I use the Saryuja effect to bring them out. And like a lot of people say like, oh, you should just do the infinite so you get infinite counters. But like realistically, you already have an infinite when you have 3 counter cards by itself. As long as you summon a samurai, it's always gonna be 4 counters. So you don't have to waste everyone's time. Just do your combo. So yeah, just make the Gossiping Shadow after Saryuja out the Shinai. Then you just go from there. Get your 2 Kizans. Gossiping Shadow needs 3 level 3s. Then you make your Rango Minion. And then use Gossiping Shadow's effect. And he goes right under there, nice and snug. Now, this duel was pretty funny because, like... So something I like to do is I like to use the rest of the counters on the gateway. Because, like, just in case they have an answer. Like, let's say they did Herald the Abyss you, or fucking, I don't know, Share the Pain you, or Kaiju you, or something you. It's nice to have some sort of backup. So I'll just use up the rest of my counters, so make sure, like, next turn I can still do something. I won't just, like, sit there and wrong a mini yet. So, yeah, thanks for watching the deck list. Getting to Platinum was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. I have an extremely ridiculous win rate. I'm sure I could get the Plat 1 very easily with this deck. The game's a lot of best of ones, the variants, like, if you just grind long enough, like, you'll just get there. For me, it was pretty fast. Like, I feel like I got the Platinum really fast. Yeah, the deck's pretty good. Rongo Mini, yeah, it's broken. Rongo Bongo. I hope you guys enjoy the deck list. And if you want in the future, I will upload more replays and stuff of Six Samurai. Yeah, peace.